Hey guys, it's the Portrait out here. So despite all the craziness that's going on in the AI world today, when I found out yesterday about this project, this obscure little project, oh my god. You see, I'm actually very much into AI. I've been building computers since I was 10 years old. Now, I'm interested in AI. I think everybody is, but I'm especially interested in AI because the human brain, more specifically where imagination and prediction happens, which is our frontal cortex, is great at predicting linear change. It's evolved to the point where it's able to predict intuitively anything as linear change. But technology has so far outpaced us that we are now dealing with exponential change, which our brains are completely incapable of dealing with at an intuitive level. I'll give you an example. If you have an unlimited large sheet of printing paper, if you fold that, that's 2 sheets. And if you fold that again, that's the height of 4 sheets. If I fold that 100 times, how thick would that layer be? Just give me an answer intuitively, don't calculate. Okay, so some people may say, okay, it might reach as high as the ceiling of this house. Some may say, no, it's going to reach to the top of Empire State Building. Some may say, well, it might even reach to the moon. And here is roughly the real answer. If you look at our solar system, it's mostly empty, and if our solar system is to scale, the Earth would be a tiny grain of sand right here. The sun would be like a tennis ball all the way over here. So our solar system is actually quite large, and our galaxy even more so. There's vast space in between stars, and then between galaxies even more so. By the way, light takes 1 second to go around the entire Earth 6 times, but for the light traverse our entire galaxy, gonna take 100,000 years. If you talk about the observable universe, there are 200 billion galaxies that we can see. That paper folded 100 times, actually about 102 times, will reach the entire length of the observable universe. So we're really bad at intuitively understanding exponential change. And here's the problem. AI is all about exponential change. And that's where the progress of AI is at right now. We are at the beginning where the exponential change is about to go up. Every day you wake up, there's something new about it. The truth is, our economic system and our legal system is not equipped to handle any of this. Our legal system can barely handle anything that's at a change at a slow pace, linear change. It can barely handle that. Now imagine exponential change. Pretty soon videos and audios are just as credible as a crappy image in the era of Photoshop. Our economic system is not able to handle that, because if you think about this logically, if a company or a manufacturing facility and or a supermarket replace most of its human workers with machines, and they can do everything more accurately, honestly, and more efficiently, but the amount of value and amount of revenue and profit those companies generate will be the same even if humans are replaced by machines, which means that humans should therefore, in theory, be having more for doing less. We would have more time, and we will be able to receive just as many, if not more, and better goods and services. That's the logical conclusion. Except humans are very greedy, and we are very power hungry. Our spiritual maturity is nowhere near our intellectually wise speaking, so we're not wise, but we're smart. That's not a good combination at all. So we're already gonna face some crazy change that's gonna come out in the next few years. But yesterday, I discovered some new development that even that I'm aware of all this is gonna happen, that the next few years is probably gonna be really crazy. Knowing all that, and knowing the next few years is going to be crazy, and our economic and legal system is they will not know how to handle all of this. What is this thing coming out that scared the crap out of me? Well, I'm just going to show you on the screen. Okay, so you guys must have some understanding of AI generative art. Okay, this is based on a model called Stable Diffusion. On the screen, you can see a experiment and research by a Japanese group of AI scientists. And what they did is that they used the Stable Diffusion technology, which, let me just give you like a really simple version of how that works. Basically, imagine like colored balls, right, in a box. And when you have a very limited number of balls and you shake the box, they will spread out kind of evenly, but not very clearly. That's a fuzzy image. That's a very noised image. And what AI is able to do, because it's so good at pattern recognition and the process of diffusion, which means as you shake the box, the number of pixels or balls in any area will be roughly the same, right? So when you do that, an AI can predict that's going to happen, AI can insert its own basically pixels or colored balls into this box. And the more you insert in there, the clearer the images gets. But AI does something else on top of that. It can modify the variable of how each particles move so that it is closer to the patterns it's already learned through the billions and billions of images you learn online. So when the entire canvas, so to speak, is filled 100% with these pixels or the colored balls, you end up getting pictures that have a pattern to them. Now the scary part is this group of Japanese scientists is able to use this on a human brain's MRI scan. And they basically look at how the human brain lights up, how the neural activities on specific part of the brains move and work, and they basically is able to extract a fuzzy image, a very fuzzy image. It's like if you imagine a scene, right? It's not picture clear. It's kind of weird and fuzzy in your head. They were able to extract that out, use this technology, apply the diffusion technology to it, and then it creates an image that's almost identical to what the viewer is actually looking at. Look at this part here. So you have the test subjects looking at the picture of a teddy bear, and then the bottom is what the freaking AI looking at the MRI scan of the brain and is able to generate an image. And you can see the teddy bear looks like a teddy bear. The house, there's no house there, but you can tell there's something bright in the road, the trees is there. And this is only the beginning, which means this is not just an attempt at reading your mind. They are reading your mind. Because what you see, what you imagine, what you remember, this process can be applied to. It's just right now, first iteration, the accuracy is not 100% yet. And pretty soon they'll be able to read not just pictures, they'll be able to read words, even audio, because they are all just different patterns of information. And when this model is perfected and it gets into the wrong hand or being used in the wrong way, that means people can literally read your mind and your memories. Guys, stuff that's in science fiction, it's pretty much here. Remember, everything is improving at exponential rate, which means in an hour, a learning AI can run iterations 1 billion times to improve at doing certain tasks. So something that takes a human to improve for like 1,000 years, an AI can do it in like 3 seconds. So imagine what happens in a month, in 3 months, in a year. Imagine what happens if all of these are combined to be used in a bad way. This is so far above everything else in terms of its potential impact. Alright, just want to talk to you about that. Alright, see ya.